we go, our first ever chukar hunt. We're along the Snake River, which you can see in the distance there, down in the canyon. And Archie's never hunted chukars in the wild before. He's smelled a few during training. Ellie's, of course, has never done any of this, and last time I did it was 9,000 years ago. So let's see what we're going to learn today.
Can't find a bird already.
As always, my goal with Archie and Ellie and myself and all of these outings is to let Archie get as much experience as possible smelling different birds and have him connect the dots in his brain on what those smells mean and gain confidence in his nose, and hopefully me to actually be able to bring home some birds after all of his hard work. I'm new to having a pointing breed, although Archie, as a small Munsterlander, is considered a versatile breed. He can point, retrieve, track in all kinds of terrains and conditions. And learning his body language, like this rapidly moving tail, is something I'm working on deciphering. And at this point, it means he's found something. We just don't know what yet.
Nothing? Oh, she's on something too. Must be mice.
And it turns out to be much ado about nothing. Probably a mouse. I'm not sure if there's rabbits here. I would think there are, but I don't know yet. And the fact that Ellie was working it probably tells me some sort of little small rodent. And time to move on.
Let's roll.
Here we are at the Snake River below us. This is gorgeous country, and really cool to think that 120 years ago and maybe about 2 months, the Lewis and Clark Core Discovery paddled through here on their dugout canoes on their way west. So we have a beautiful day. It's probably, I think, about 39 degrees at this point, and my goal is to get down to the bottom, but I'm going to have some surprises in store and not going to be able to do that. This country is a bit rough and tricky.
Which way to go, which way to go?
My thoughts at this point are to either head down to the left to the ravine, kind of side hill, or work my way up to the end of this finger and see how steep it is to get down to the bottom. It's the shorter route and less side hilling, and side hilling and I are not the best of friends, so I'm going to try and figure out whichever way is easiest. And at this point, I think I'm just going to follow Archie.
I don't know, what do you think, bud? All right, so do we stay up here or do we cut down there now?
Okay, now at this point, I'm thinking either I can go straight ahead and side hill along that outcropping of rocks and where hopefully some chukars may be, or maybe not, or head down into that ravine and follow the creek and hopefully find some chukars. So I think we're going to head down and note that this area is a bit steeper than it looks on camera.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh. You got something? Maybe. It's gonna take me a half hour to get down there. Ooh. All right. Ellie, take the shotgun. Go see what you can do. I need 4 legs like you guys. And younger ones. And fitter ones. Well, not too far, but that looks like good quail habitat. I'm not sure where chukars are, other than they like these rocks, but we'll learn, figure it out.
I included this little clip because I
with?
think it's a testament to the athleticism of these dogs. It's just mind-blowing to me. Watch.
Ellie's down there, where I'm gonna go. What are you doing up there?
I can see the dorks looking around to see where I am, so I decided to give them a little visual cue to help them out.
Yo! I'm right here. There you go. That athleticism is something else with these dogs. That take you, what, 15, 20 seconds to cover from here to up there? I'm impressed. Let's get you some water. Here. You're low on water already. Almost a liter and a half. All right. Let's head down.
Yep, and I did take a little tumble, ended up rolling an ankle, smashing a thumb, slightly spraining a thumb,
Slippery
and
shit.
unfortunately taking a few chunks out of my shotgun receiver. So not happy about that, but hey, call the ambulance.
Okay, let's try that again. Not fun to fall on this stuff. I can attest to that. Well, everything still works. Hurts, but works. Owie, 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 owie. Okay. Let's try not to fall again. What do you got? Although I probably just scared all the birds away. That was you. All right.
Note the rocks that are rolling out from even under Archie's feet. Everything's wet and really loose, which is making it quite interesting to try and traverse.
So do I want to go down or up? Ooh, don't want to hold on to that. So this is just a little spicy. Getting through this mud from all the rain we've had. And I think once I get over there, I'll be okay. That was my ankle almost rolling on me. All right. Onward. All right, how you doing? Now we need to go up. All right. It's not gonna climb itself.
At 2.5 hours, it's time to turn around and head back. The winter days are short, and I don't want to be going through this stuff in the dark. And plus, Archie's already gone through half of the water that I have, and 0 signs of birds. So that's kind of disappointing. So up we go.
All right. Pretty view though. Not sure how you'd train for this stuff other than maybe a Stairmaster or actually 2 Bosu balls on a Stairmaster. Because these rocks are a bit of a son of a bitch. to navigate. Not to mention the hill itself, but dude, thanks. No sign of birds other than when we first got here. Interesting. It's got to be here somewhere. Got to be here somewhere, but we're low on water. This thirsty guy. So, heading back to the car. Take about another hour and a half or so. See if we can get up this in the next 45 minutes or so. Let's go. All right. We've climbed from here. Oddly enough, I get a little bit of vertigo, which is kind of funny from that. No birds, huh? I'm gonna check out this thicket here. It should hold some quail, but I kind of doubt it at this point. But if it does, that would be hunting, because this is like kind of where we started our descent, but one ridge over, and it would just been too easy for them to be there all along, huh? You guys pooped out, huh? You worked hard. You worked hard. Just drank almost 2 liters of water by yourself. All right. And it's warming up too. Let's go see what we can see.
Again, the camera doesn't show how steep this is, but if you imagine, I'm putting every step forward is going up about knee height. So I'm marching, but vertically. So it takes a little bit of the wind out of me.
I hear some birds.
And my fat butt.
But I'm pretty sure those are songbirds of some sort. But I don't know what chukars sound like, so. All right.
We finally made it to the top after scrambling up and down this canyon for about 3.5 hours. Was never able to make it down to the bottom. Just ran out of time, and chukar hunting's a lot of fitness. And as you can tell by my heavy breathing at the top, but it's not quite over just yet.
All right, let's go. I should know better. I'm kind of like in walking back to the car mode. And these dogs are just working up here, and he just flushed about a half dozen Huns. Too far away to shoot. But he didn't point. Yeah, now he's figuring out. That's a new smell for him. And a surprise for me, because I didn't think they would be in this short of cover. But I've never hunted Huns before, so learning lots of things today. They flew off down that way, so he's going over somewhere else. Yeah, can't whistle. I know, what was surprise for everybody? Well, I guess we'll have to start paying attention here.
So this is cool. The wind's coming from right to left, and Archie caught wind of those birds and ran down there. He's starting to figure these things out.
I'm learning that tail and what he's... There they go again. There's the same. Okay, there's 4 of them. Good job, buddy. Okay. That tail tells me when you're on birds. All right, good day, good day. No birds harmed. Bad for us, but good for the birds. I can go make more baby birds this spring. All right. So we're learning that Hungarian partridge tend to like this short cover, or at least these guys do. Interesting. Quail here the valley quail seem to like these red shrub pockets, but I haven't found any here today. And pheasants like cattails and thick tall grass. Chukar apparently like rocks, but not where I was looking. And now we know where the Huns like to hang out. Okay, I think you've kind of figured out what they smell like. Let's see if you can find any more. Like right there.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't find any more birds. These outings, after all, are opportunities for us to develop our partnership and mainly to get him exposed to these different kind of birds and different terrains and learn to really start trusting his nose.
That was a good adventure. Everybody's a little tired. Ready to lay down and crash, huh? It's just starting to rain. Our lucky day. All right. Learned a lot. Yes, learned a lot. I learned that chukar hunting on our first outing is part obstacle course, part parkour, and a whole lot of fitness. And now we know what Hungarian partridges seem to like for habitat. And Archie has scented them twice, so that's good. We'll get this thing figured out pretty soon. All right, thanks. Later.
After about 5 hours of going through those hills and 2 minutes into the car ride, Ellie's fast asleep and Archie's about ready to pass out himself. So we got a 2-hour drive home and enjoy the nice sunset and let our brains have a chance to absorb everything we learned today.